Today, we are taking two comfort food classics and mashing them up into one childhood favorite with a little bit of a hey grill, hey smoky barbecue twist. We are making smoked chili mac. Let's do it.
You're gonna start by drizzling oil in the largest heavy bottom cast iron skillet that you've got. Basically, you wanna use any pan that will transition from your stovetop to your smoker. We're gonna cook down a couple of pounds of ground beef. This is for the chili. That's gonna be our base layer. To the ground beef, I'm adding onions, bell peppers. You can add some diced jalapenos if you like a little bit of heat, a bunch of minced garlic, and then some beef stock. And we're gonna let that simmer all together before we add the rest of our chili ingredients. Diced tomatoes, tomato sauce, tomato paste. I like to use red kidney beans in my chili, but you can leave beans out if you're a no beans in your chili person, totally fine. A hefty amount of my Fiesta rub, about a quarter cup, and then 2 tablespoons of brown sugar just to even out the sweetness. And we want to let this simmer and kind of let it reduce down. We want a little bit of thickness at the bottom of our chili mac. Now you're gonna make the mac and cheese. Melted butter, flour at the base to make a nice roux, some ground mustard. Then you want to add in some half and half. Now this is following my classic smoked mac and cheese recipe on my website. You know that if you like an ooey gooey or mac and cheese, you got to add more liquid, but I think this is perfect for the top of the chili mac. Then in goes all of our cheeses, cream cheese, cheddar cheese. I like to use Gouda as well. You can use some smoked Gouda if you want it to be extra smoky. And then in go your noodles. And you can see this is not an overly wet mixture of mac and cheese. It's perfect for layering on top of that chili mac.
We've got our chili in the pan that I'm gonna be smoking the whole chili mac in. I've got my mac and cheese ready to go, and we're gonna top this with a panko topping. But first, I gotta get the mac and cheese on the chili. And when I was conceptualizing this recipe, I saw the layers in my mind. Now, normally chili mac is all stirred together in one pot, but I wanted you to have the mac and cheese experience and the chili experience. You could have them separately, but also those parts that are mixed together. I just didn't really think through how to make that happen. So what we're going with is a dollop technique. This is how I do like drop biscuits when I'm making chicken pot pie. So we're just dolloping this mac and cheese on top of the chili because I don't want to displace all the chili underneath. You know what I'm saying? We want to have a pretty even layer of that ooey gooey cheesy mac and cheese on top. Mac is on. There are a couple pieces where the chili's kind of bleeding through. I feel very fine about that. Next up, we gotta make our panko topping. Now when I do my smoked mac and cheese, typically, I do panko breadcrumbs, melted butter, and my sweet rub. But because we're doing the mac and cheese with the chili mac, we're gonna do half sweet rub and half Fiesta rub. So you get the sweet barbecue, but also a little bit of that chili kick in the panko topping. Panko topping on top of the mac and cheese. This is gonna give it a really good texture and a buttery, crunchy flavor on the top. Also, I've noticed that these breadcrumbs do a really great job of absorbing smoke flavor as well as like the cheesy noodles. So that's why we did the mac on top. This is gonna go onto the smoker, 225 degrees. I like to let it smoke for like about an hour. And then we'll come back and dish up some of this beautiful chili mac to the smoker. Oh, that's 8 pounds. Just threw out my bag. Now this ginormous pan of chili mac is done. It smells phenomenal. I think this might feed like 25 people. So if you have a big potluck to go to, this chili mac might be your go-to dining situation. I'm gonna get a big ol' hearty scoop out of here and give it a taste test, because if it tastes as good as it smells, I'm in for a real treat. That is a hearty bowl of goodness. I've got the crunchy mac and cheese topping kind of off to this side. I've got some chili off to this side. You can combine them all together if you want it to be like a creamy, cheesy chili situation, or if you just want bites of mac and cheese, bites of chili with that river in the middle where it mixes together. This is like a choose your own adventure kind of a dinner. That is a delicious, hearty bowl of food, perfect for a cold night and a big crowd, and really, really happy tummies. We'll see you guys next time.